All right, if you've been sniffling this morning, stop, because we have got something that will definitely cure you. It is South Texas Sinus Institute, and Dr. Vincent Onrubia is here with us this morning, the Enigma, because we're always talking with the great staff members, but you're here today.
I'm here, yeah.
It's nice to see you. Also, Jose and Jacob Valdez. Jacob has had the procedure, and Jose is his dad, so we're going to talk about how this is something for everyone, even the youngest allergy sufferers.
That's correct.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what you do at South Texas Sinus Institute, because this is definitely life-changing.
What we've done is we brought a new procedure to San Antonio where we use small balloons, the same balloons they put in the heart to make the heart vessels larger to expand the sinuses, and we do it under a general anesthetic in the office setting. So that's the big difference.
In the office, it's an outpatient thing. You're there, you're gone the next day, and you can go to work the day after that or whatever.
Correct. You can even go to work the same day. You're in the office maybe an hour, hour and a half. On the video there, you can see the balloon going in. It's a non-invasive, efficient, very effective way to cure your sinus problems.
Basically, it just opens up that passageway so you can get air in and out much easier.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
That's what it does.
Okay. Once I saw that animation, I was like, because a lot of people think that there's cutting involved and there's surgery and they're concerned. But that's what is different about what you're doing.
That's correct. There's no cutting, there's no tissue loss, no bleeding, no bruising, and a quick recovery.
Okay, so if you're at home and you're one of those people who, you're grabbing onto your forehead all the time, you're pushing on that sinus right there to try to move things around, this is something that you need to look into. And as a grown-up, as an adult, I know that this is something that I would for sure do like that. But what about kids? You see kids all the time.
We see kids all the time, and at the end of the day, there's a lot of kids that have problems sleeping, snoring, not breathing well, not smelling their food, like Jacob was before his procedure, that can benefit from this procedure. And the key is that we have the anesthesia available to enable us to do children as young as 9 or 10 years old.
Okay, so Jose, what was going on with Jacob? What were the problems that he was dealing with?
Pretty much everything that Dr. Onrubia described. He was snoring, it was a lack of sleep. I mean, it affected him every day, all day. My wife and I, the boys, he has 2 older brothers. It was sleepless nights. I mean, he just couldn't breathe. And it came on, it was about 3 years ago that it came on. And we had no other options. I mean, the only options that we had was a surgery.
Okay.
And that's what we knew until we saw and heard about this procedure. That same day that we heard about it, we went over to the office. I met with Sue and we set up the appointment.
So Jacob, did you have a hard time? I know you play sports, right? So what was that like, trying to catch your breath on the field?
It was pretty hard because I couldn't breathe through my nose.
Yeah.
And
Did you snore a lot?
yes,
That's
I
the
did.
worst, right? No fun there.
That's why my brothers don't want me in their room.
Oh, man. That's why I kick my husband out all the time because he's a snorer, too. So you went in, you had the procedure. Was it scary? Was it easy? Did you just go to sleep and then you're breathing?
I was kind of nervous, but yeah, I got stuck 5 times with the IV. But
That'll happen
it's
every
because
now and
I was nervous.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. All I did was sleep, and then I was done.
And then you woke up and the next day you're like,
Yeah.
what are some of the, do you remember, you're like, what are you smelling all of a sudden?
Well, I smelled food because we went to a hotel after that.
Yeah.
Like my grandma was staying in a hotel.
Have your brothers let you back in the room now?
Yes.
Oh, do they like you?
No.
Oh,
Still.
yeah, we're working on that. Well, this has got to be a pretty amazing situation, Jose, to see your son just transformed and being able to breathe. I mean, that's got to be scary, not to be able to get air when you need it.
It was, I mean, he returned to the way he was before this happened. And so, yeah, it was a relief. I mean, there were times he was asleep and he couldn't breathe, he was snoring, and he'd stop breathing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And my wife would get up and check on him, and we would hear gas for air, and it's really scary. And we didn't know until, this procedure. And yeah, it's a big change.
A big change. I know you'd recommend it for other kids.
Yes.
Dr. Onrubia, you can fix these kinds of problems in kids and in My Snoring Husband?
That's true. This is a procedure that can be done. We've done patients as young as 9 and patients as old as 92. So we've done patients in all different age ranges that have similar problems.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's done in the office, it's non-invasive, It's simple. People return to their activities very, very quickly, and also they get better really fast.
Yeah.
So it's not they're going to wait around 2 weeks to see if they got better. They're better usually when they walk out of the office. Or in Jacob's situation, he had such a severe problem the next day he started feeling the difference.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is happening right here in San Antonio. You don't have to travel. All you need to do is go to the South Texas Sinus Institute. They're on De Zavala. Dr. Onrubia and his staff will take good care of you, and they'll work with you with your insurance. They'll figure it out. So give them a call. Set up that consultation. It's 210-BALLOON, spelled out, or you can call 225-5666 for more information on South Texas Sinus Institute. Coming up next, get ready to rock.